And here we are back live for the 10-7 show with Tyra, Tara, Goose, and myself. We are back yet another Sunday. It is Memorial Day weekend, and we are here for you. We said we ain't taking a week off. Memorial Day is Monday, not Sunday. So we gonna keep on working for y'all.
Exactly.
We here for y'all.
Because it's cold and raining outside too. So.
Yeah, it is cold and rainy. So I hope those of you that listen to the Friday Vibes Morning Show paid special attention to the Real God segment where they gave you their weekend suggestions of what you should check out this weekend. Because if you're here in the Northeast, if you're in Philly, it's pretty cold and you ain't outside. As you can see, Tara and Goose bought the show inside today.
We did.
As you can see.
There's no out there.
it is what it is. But of course, like always, make sure you can shoot us a text right now at our text community for any of your comments and all like that. Of course, that's at 215-486-0335. And make sure you follow the 10-7 Show Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. That's joining the Facebook group. And then following us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at 10-7 Show. Now, like I always like to start the show, I like to start off the show by asking everyone how they've been. How's your week been?
Our week was good.
Yeah, it was good.
I'd be better if it wasn't like late February weather.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, I had to tell the kids, like, we had games today and yesterday in this weather. And, it's cold. I had to just tell them, like, yeah, this is World Series weather. Like, if the World Series was in Philadelphia, like, this kind of weather would be in, like, October, November. So they kind of like that until they got out there and started hitting the ball and their hands started stinging and that whole World Series thing went out the window.
Oh, poor babies.
I feel like I need to get a little closer.
Absolutely.
This week was eventful for me.
Was it? What'd you do?
KOA vibe. What up?
Hobbled around.
Ma'am.
I actually went into the office for a whole day.
Did
it felt so weird. I was like I was in a conference room by myself all day. I kind of like that though.
Okay.
Because I could control the temperature, so I wasn't in there freezing.
Mm-hmm.
But it was nice, especially since our office has moved since the pandemic. Mm-hmm. So I got to know, get to put some faces to names to a lot of emails that I send out.
Mm-hmm.
I got to actually see the person that I've been emailing for months.
Right.
So that was pretty good.
I like to go on record by saying I don't care nothing about that. I don't care what y'all look like, new people that I work with or nothing. I don't care. I don't care nothing. I don't care. I don't even want to meet y'all.
Oh, Justin.
Talking to y'all digitally on the computer is fine by me. And while I'm in my own house, I'm perfectly good with it.
Yeah. I'm okay with that. But
a lot of people do not want to go
job. I think Justin's attitude is based off of the type of work that you do.
He's a loner. He likes to be a loner.
You know what I'm saying? So
look, I'm an only child. We're built different.
No, but not only that.
That's exactly right.
Like I don't know what you do when you go into the office at night, but
Appreciate you.
it's the overnight. So typically, not a lot happens on the overnight.
Anywhere where he could be alone.
Where people that typically work second shift at a lot of jobs, it's a different.
I worked that too. I worked the second shift before. I'd much rather work the overnight than the second shift.
Yeah,
really?
Because once you get off, there's like nothing to do. You can't really do anything in the morning unless you like rush to do it, and then you're working all day. So it's like, I hated it. I was getting off at like 11:30 at night, and then I didn't feel like going nowhere.
Right.
I do. I love working from home, though. Don't get me wrong. I'm not one of them.
So many people want to continue to work from home.
Listen, I'm like, y'all gonna have to drag me back kicking and screaming.
Yeah, I was watching the news. They said it was a study where more people said that they would rather work from home than to get like a $30,000
raise. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Because it's better work-life balance. Like while I'm home, I could throw a load of laundry in. I don't gotta wait till Friday. I could, you know what I mean? Especially if you were a working mom, you know what I mean? I could
run to the supermarket.
Run to the supermarket,
you have flexibility in your schedule.
Season up dinner. Mm-hmm. Just do things that I need to do and still be able to work. So it makes work-life balance a whole lot better to me. Mm-hmm. I'm in no rush to go back.
KOA Vibe says it's the best. KOA Vibe is checking us out on Twitch right now. Of course, the show airs live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube, all simultaneously. So
thank you, sir.
Yep.
We appreciate you. He's also a UMES grad. Shout out to
him. You. Oh, let me know.
So, Is it time for everyone's favorite part of the show?
I think so. Let's have it.
All right. Well, it's time for everybody's favorite part of the show, and y'all know what that part of the show is. Of course, it is the Would You Rather portion of the show, and Would You Rather portion of the show is brought to you by Therapeutic Billing. Therapeutic Billing takes care of all your billing needs. I don't have the information in front of me, so I don't want to mess up the read. So I think Tara Goose would probably be better fitted to talk about what Therapeutic Billing does.
So Therapeutic Billing is a medical credentialing and medical billing firm. We work with mid-level providers, so chiropractors, physical therapists, occupational therapists, speech language pathologists, registered dietitians. Did I say mental health therapists as well? So if you need to be credentialed with any insurance networks, or you need billing done for your firm, your office, check out www.therapeuticbilling.com.
Yeah, what she said.
She did that so eloquently.
Yes, she did. Go ahead with your elevator speech. Yes, you gotta have one in business.
Would you rather? What we got?
You go first.
You sure? Okay. I think these are really good. I don't know.
All right, we'll see.
Now, it's no caveats, Goose and Justin.
All right.
It's one or the other.
It ain't never me with the caveat.
It's no if, then, this, that. None of that. Okay?
I just explained to you why I picked what I picked. I don't put in the caveat.
All right, so here's my first one. And all of you who are watching, you can put your comments in, and we'll post it up here at the bottom of the thing. Would you rather have mind reading or mind wiping as a superpower?
Mind wiping.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Is that like the Men in Black can do that and you forget?
Yeah. Yep.
I want that.
That flashy thingy.
Mind wiping.
Yeah.
Why do you want to mind wipe folks? I think that's so weird.
All of them.
Yes. So much stuff I'd get away.
Yeah, I would definitely mind wipe student loan. I would definitely mind wipe them.
Yeah.
But you know what? And maybe it's the newsy in me, but I would like to have mind reading, because then I could plan accordingly because I know where your mind is at. So I say mind reading.
Yeah, but see, with mind wiping, it don't matter where your mind is at because I'm gonna take it.
But I still want to know. All right, so Mike Knox says wiping. Who else?
Most of the people said reading.
Said reading.
I think I would rather have a mind. I would rather read minds.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Okay.
Because like mind wiping to me, like when I just hear it, it just sounds sketchy to me. Like the dude in the group that wanted to rape women, like he would probably wipe their minds after he was done.
Yeah.
Jeez,
why you have to mess it all up?
It sounds so criminal.
That's what I do.
I know, right?
Like, why you want to wipe people's minds? That makes
more
me
like
look
walk in the bank and ask for the money. Yeah, and then as soon as you get it, forget that. Make her forget you asked for it, and you just leave.
That little flashy thing, and then she forget that it was you. And then
that's why I didn't choose wiping, because it seems so sketchy.
I don't like that.
It's very sketchy. Very sketchy.
It makes me look at you sideways when I know you want to wipe my mind.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
But you know what? That's all right.
Team mind wiping.
Mind reading is the same thing. You're just doing it the long way. Because you're just trying to figure out what you're thinking so I can circumvent that.
Absolutely.
And I'm very good at that.
One hand, half a dozen in the other.
That circumvention would lead into my actual superpower. So
no, he's not.
It works out for me. So somebody on Facebook said they got a point talking about everybody wants to be the mind wiping, I guess. Said they got a point. Wiping can be a powerful thing, but it gives folks an excuse. Oh, maybe okay. Dismissive ignorance. Nah, F that. Live with your deeds.
I agree.
No, so
somebody said except student loans, they need to forget everything.
Yes.
Student loans on the computer, everything.
We want to mind wipe that.
Those Russian hackers need to holler at the student loans.
That's what I'm saying.
They probably did, and they probably paid the ransom before it even got out to the. They probably did.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to say.
That's what I'm saying. You want to do something to the American economy? I ain't going to say that out loud, but
that would hurt. Not me, them. So.
Oh yeah, Professor X did do both.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Did he?
That was my man. Yeah.
All right.
I love X-Men. All right, so let me go to you want to do that and then I'll do the next one.
I'll do the next one and then you can go.
Okay.
Don't look.
What?
Would you rather be a worried genius or a joyful simpleton?
A joyful simpleton.
I feel like I'm
Me
already a
too.
worried genius.
Yeah, she is. She is. She's
Simpleton.
already a worried genius. I would want her to be a joyful simpleton just so she can experience that part of life.
That's what I want to be. I kind of feel like I'm that a lot of ways already.
Like me, I don't worry about a lot.
No. Let me fix
What's
that.
up,
He worried. Hey,
Uncle Barry.
Dad. My dad's watching.
Uncle Barry.
No, let me fix that. He doesn't worry about nothing. Talk about I don't worry about a lot. He worries about
there's one or two
nothing.
things that he worries about.
I worry about the show getting off good. That's
Well,
about
yeah.
it.
And he ain't even seriously worried about
What's
that.
your problem with being called a simpleton?
I feel you on that
We
too.
won't call you that.
But I'll go ahead and be happy with it and not care that anybody calls me a simpleton.
Hey, I got to be that happy. And you that simple, you don't know what they saying.
See, because
And I wouldn't even care.
You know why I say that? Because and I know you've heard the saying, most people have said that ignorance is bliss. So that's why I said I would enjoy being a joyful simpleton. I know.
leave it up to our dad. Lord have mercy.
Oblivious.
But see, Goose is already a genius.
He
and
is.
You're a worry genius because you thought about how somebody calling you a simpleton would make you.
See, I could care less.
I mean, listen, I gotta toot my cousin's horn. He's very smart.
You can call me what you want, but as long as I'm living my life happy, I could care less.
So you don't care about nothing.
Yeah, but you know what? You right.
Hey, until they start paying my bills, then I'll worry about what they think about me, right? I can care less.
Don't worry, but it didn't say what you're worried about. It just said that you were worried.
I don't want to worry about anything.
Well, that's good.
I just want to be joyful and happy.
Yeah.
Like there's got to be somebody. Well, of course, everybody worries, but there's got to be somebody out there in like life that everybody knows that's like seems to always be joy. Well, I was thinking Robin Williams always seemed to be happy.
Yeah,
but that would be a caveat. We're not putting caveats.
We're no caveat.
Now you don't want to put a caveat.
I'm just going by your rules, babe.
Whatever.
All right, go ahead, Tyra.
Flipper. All right. He's just mad because I can spot his flips. All right. So here we go.
She can't control him.
Yes, I can. All right. So here we go. This is a good one too.
Okay.
All right. Would you rather be part machine or part animal? It doesnn't say which animal, guys.
Does it say which part?
Oh,
right.
I'm not going there with you.
Like some of us may already be part animal.
Just saying.
I'm gonna say part
can't
machine, like Bucky. Bucky's part
But
machine.
he only got
Bucky.
He just got a vibranium arm.
What you said,
You know what?
you can't pick which part, so I'm going with machine.
I'll say machine too, because I don't want to be nowhere where I might have to like lick myself.
Oh, we gotta put this on the reels.
I don't want.
He may just single-handedly change my answer.
I don't know parts of that.
He may just single-handedly change my answer.
Oh God! Oh Lord!
So
yeah,
I'm going with animal, but I'm picking the part. I want the legs of like a cheetah, and I'm going to run track and like win everything.
Oh my God!
Right.
And make a whole lot of money.
Yeah, bro.
In endorsements.
You want to do some with the upper body too, because you're gonna like you skip leg day.
It won't care. Hey, the upper body be fine with that gold medal around my neck. I'll be all right.
These were some good ones. All right, okay.
Oh God.
I'm gonna put a caveat in this one, even though I said no caveats, but I'm breaking the rules. I would want to be part machine as long as I'm made of vibranium.
Oh yes, totally. I'm going with that vibranium. Like Bucky.
Yep.
Like Bucky.
Yeah, but I need a little bit more than an arm. Like that's not enough for me.
Okay. All right. That's cool.
Like I would like to be kind of like Tony Stark. You know what I mean? Be able to activate my machine on and off.
Yeah.
And it all be vibranium.
Yeah.
How did this show turn into the? How did this show turn into the Marvel universe?
Because Tyra and I are quite obsessed
because
with
they
Marvel.
all that.
Yeah. Well, I know I am. I'm totally obsessed with Marvel.
All right, so what we said. My dad said part machine.
Yeah.
Why don't you just say the name?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Just say
Barry
the first name.
Boone.
Say the first name.
Barry. All right. This is a Facebook user. I don't know who this is.
I know.
Yeah.
Dope like Tony. Yep.
We don't have to read all of these out loud. I'm just putting them
Yeah.
up there for the world to see.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can
All
move
right.
forward.
That's cool. All right, you ready to move
All
on to your 10-7s?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I tried to get some good ones for us this week, guys. Let's see what we got. Want me to start off, Tyra? You can take the second one?
Sure. Yep.
Okay. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Ready? Okay. Dear 10-7, my problem isn't new. I'm sure many women have experienced it. I love deeply a man I've known for 15 years. He's been in and out of my life, but my heart's been involved all along. Lately, I feel like a convenience to him. And I don't know if she meant an inconvenience, but it says convenience. So we'll rock with that.
Okay.
I feel he's constantly on the prowl. He always brings up other women under the guise of talking about his friends. He labels us as friends. But I have been so much more. He wanted to be with me in the past, yet when I have embraced the relationship, he's made plans with other people. I can't win. He sees himself as a great man and is unwilling to apologize for any wrongs or shortcomings. He's got more excuses and tall tales than anyone I know. I do care about him, but I'm so confused. And when I try to share my doubts with him, I get blown off. I have lessened my contact and have opened other options. But how do you just end 15 years of all of this? The hurt, support, and hope. Do you think he's a narcissist or a sociopath? How do you have a relationship with someone who only cares about himself? I guess you don't. But then how do you get your heart free? I just want real love. Is that so wrong? I feel stupid, but I still can't help but feel hopeful. I'm strong and then weak. Oh, I'm sorry.
No. Don't do that, Tara.
That's right, Dad.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Okay.
I'm sorry. No, she said it right in the letter.
Yeah, she did.
He only says we're friends.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
put your own answer in the letter, lady.
So
ma'am.
15 years is a long time to keep letting somebody.
I don't care.
Yes.
Ma'am, you have been in a relationship with yourself for 15 years.
Yeah.
You have created something in your mind that does not exist.
Right.
And a lot of times as women, and I can say we tend to do that. You know, we will create a whole relationship in our mind when his actions are telling you something totally different because of the hope that you hold on to. But like, look, if his actions and his word, if you're confused, then you need to bounce, because if a man, that's in any friendship or relationship, if somebody really wants to be a part of your life like that, if a man really loves you, trust me, you're not confused about it, because he's gonna let you know.
Look at this. She's got to move on. She's making an informed decision to hold on to something that is not there.
Amen.
Yep, absolutely.
That's exactly right.
I hope you're watching right now.
It's
I
Mark.
hope you're watching.
Pulled up the joint.
You spent 15 years being
That's
somebody's.
Marco?
Yeah.
You spent
Hey,
15.
Marco.
Really?
I'm sorry, he went to UMES. I'm sorry.
We can shout him
My
out a
bad,
little
babe.
bit.
I'm sorry.
I lost my whole train of thought. Let's move on. Move on.
Well,
I'm trying to be prophetic out here. Hey, Marco!
I gotta get it together for when we go live, when we get big. I can't be doing that.
I mean, it's a shame that she wasted so much time on a hope and a prayer.
The thing is, he told her.
He told her, right?
We just friends.
Yeah. And he expressed
to the point
in front of their other friends.
Yeah.
You know, so he's had opportunity to claim you as his chick.
So this is kind of like one of the kind of like a letter we had before where it was a dude was like, yo, I like her, but she I want to hold on, but she's like, yo, we just friends. Same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
That dude
have a letter like
that dude was tripping.
And
you tripping.
Yeah.
He's not that into you.
He's just not that into you.
Nah.
Yes, we
He like your booty, but that's about it.
Yep.
He like that good.
Yeah.
See?
Go ahead and move on. Go ahead and move on. So
Yep.
Mhm.
All right, so let me do the next one.
Let's give a shout out to Marco from UMES.
Yeah.
Hey, Marco.
What up, Marco?
Thanks for
UMES is
watching.
in the building.
Yes, represent Hawk Pride.
Okay, we only got an hour.
Oh, sorry.
We only got an hour.
Sorry, listen. That's an HBCU, y'all. We got to rep it.
Mhm.
All right, so here we go. Dear 10-7, 3 years ago, my former high school sweetheart and I had a one-night stand. Ooh. All right, we live in different
Y'all wasn't
states.
doing that back in high school?
We live in different states, but I was visiting my family. Although we didn't have intercourse, wait, I'm confused now. We fooled around, and he seems to do well. And he seems to do well on this night.
Dwell.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. He seems to dwell on this night.
You didn't go to
Don't
UMES.
laugh at me.
You ain't go to UMES.
Yes,
That's
I
why you
did.
gotta print your notes out.
I know. Because you know why? It was going up. Okay, anyway. For example, when he knew that I was planning a visit the following year, he booked a hotel room. I never encouraged him to do that or indicated that we get together again. In my opinion, he was being presumptuous. He saw it as being hopeful. I have been in a long-term relationship and felt guilty about the one-night stand. I love the man deeply. The ex wished him dead. He said he was joking. I say that many a truth is spoken in jest.
It
Okay.
is. Mhm.
I communicate with him constantly, but that's only because I have a sibling who was in a tumultuous relationship, and the ex would tell me about any drama associated with that. Okay.
That's just an excuse.
But in text, in text and phone conversations, he talks suggestively, inappropriately, and rude, getting too intimate. He's declared, "I'll never give up, and it'll never be over." I know that he's not involved with anyone. My question is: this obsessive behavior?
Absolutely.
I don't think so. I don't think it's obsessive. I mean, it's not like he's
Really?
stalking her. He's not stalking her.
He might as well be. He on the cusp.
He's not moving on.
He's not moving on. But
I'll never give up, and it'll never be over. Something that doesn't exist.
Never being over. That's a problem.
Yeah, that is okay. All right, I stand corrected. But I'm thinking like obsessive behavior, like he's stalking her on social media. You know, he's showing up at her job. He doing this. He doing that. He harassing the boyfriend. You know,
he did say he wished him dead. Like, who says that?
The ex wished him dead.
Yeah.
The ex wished
him dead. Well, I think you need to cut all communication off with this guy because of the fact of the way he feels about you. If you continue to talk to him, in his mind, that means that there's a sliver of hope that y'all might possibly get back together.
Yep.
And then y'all didn't even have intercourse. Like y'all just fooled around. Right, so imagine had y'all actually had intercourse.
Imagine if she had dated him.
Yeah, he would be hooked. So no, you need to cut off. Like, don't worry about. You can get information from somebody else about the tumultuous relationship with your family member.
That's right.
You need to cut all communication. Yeah. Let this guy know you serious, and if he continues, file a police report.
I think she does like the attention.
Yeah, she does.
I do. I agree. Because you can't tell me that if you I never said this, and why are you still communicating with him? If you want to cut him off, you don't want him calling you, you don't want him lusting after you, why are you still talking to him? If you can find out information from other people about other people, you don't have to talk to him.
Yeah.
She's sending him mixed messages. That's why she needs to just cut no text. If I was you, I would even change my phone number. Like he should not be able to get in contact with you at all.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. All right.
He'll start talking when she's no longer available. Oh Lord.
Yeah. I mean, those two things, I'll never give up and it'll never be over.
Yeah.
That would be in the court deposition papers, okay?
Yeah, that's
screenshot that text.
That's like if I can't have you, nobody will talk.
Exactly. That's exactly right. And don't do
it. Protect yourself. Get yourself a little something. Get yourself a little.
Yeah, because you don't know what's gonna set him off.
Exactly.
You don't know what's gonna set him off. So just go ahead and cut that all the way off. Change your phone number. You don't even live in the same town. All right, you ready for the next one?
Yeah.
All right. Dear 10-7, I'm a 28-year-old woman and have been married for 5 years. My husband and I have a great marriage and can't see ourselves with anyone else. We moved to a new town and have made new friends, and some want to know how we met. I tell them we met in high school, but there's more to it than that. We are also step siblings.
Wait, hold on. Oh Lord.
Nah, keep going. Don't wait. Keep going.
Wait, they step siblings?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
My mother married his father when we were teenagers, and that's how we met. We kept it from them, and they found out when we were away at college. We lived together while in school and married after graduation. They were upset, but eventually accepted it. Should we tell others we are also step siblings? Absolutely not. Well, first of all, it's not illegal because y'all have no blood connection. It's weird.
It's like Greg and Marcia.
It's weird, but you have
No, it's like Terrence, it's weird. It's not like y'all blood related.
It's weird. Like it's taboo. You know what I mean?
So like y'all parents are married to each other, but y'all don't share a bloodline. Y'all don't.
There's no bloodline. They can have
and
children.
If your parents
will be fine.
If their parents end up getting divorced, then there's nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like then that whole thing goes out the window.
What do you tell the kids at family dinners?
Yeah, that's like
so confusing.
It's like
you keep it to yourself.
Your mother-in-law is your mother. You understand?
Right? Yeah.
Right.
Hi, mom-in-law.
Yeah. Your father-in-law is your father. Is that like uncle, cousin, or brother? Cousin?
They probably just call him Bob,
Uncle Grandpa.
Yeah,
I get it. It's just. I mean, there's no DNA involved, but I just
there's no DNA involved. I mean, listen, you met when you were teenagers. You fell in love. It is what it is.
Let me ask you this.
Okay.
Would it? And I'm not sure if they said this in the letter or not. Would it still be weird if they were dating each other before the parents got together? Would it then still be weird after the fact?
It would be weird on the parents.
It would be weird on the parents, totally.
It would be weird on the parents. Okay.
Right. If they were dating beforehand, they had no idea that their parents would get married.
He was like, in-house.
Right. Was y'all sneaking around back in the day? Like sneaking a kiss? What was going on in this house?
Yeah, that's really a can of worms that you don't want to be opening with your new neighbor.
Yeah, no, if you're in a new town and these people don't know you, we met in high school. It's that simple. They don't have to know.
That's all there is to it.
It's not like your kids are gonna come out looking like sloth.
Just be like, they passed the law that we couldn't dance and he helped us break that. So
they don't know what you're talking about. They too young. They don't know what you're talking about. Did you hear what Goose said?
No, I didn't hear what he said.
He said they passed the law that we couldn't dance and we helped break that. And I said, y'all too young to understand that.
I don't know that.
They met in high school. Oh, that's the storyline of Footloose.
Footloose.
Yeah. That's all I know is the song.
Yep. All right. Y'all ready to get serious now?
Let's get serious, y'all.
We're done with the letters.
Yes.
That's it. That was the last one, Dear 10-7.
And I really, really would like to hear from the men in our group on this question. And hopefully, I'm seriously hoping that the person who started this whole mess is watching.
I don't even think he was in the group long enough to realize that there's a podcast YouTube show associated.
Oh, was he brand new to the group? Like he was brand new.
He was only in the group for about 2 weeks, I think. A very short amount of time. Like I just started seeing his name within like the last 2 weeks in the group.
Maybe he's been lingering. And
he might have been lingering. He might have been lingering, but
himself in this group.
But it's But so it got ugly. So it was posted on the 24th, and the question that was posed is it rape or not rape? And the way it goes is, okay, so suppose you have sex with a guy about 4 times and you let him know up front he's very large down there and tell him you all can have sex if he doesn't go too deep. He complies every time, but the 5th time you have sex, he goes too deep and you ask him to stop. Back out some. And instead of backing out a little, he grabs your wrist, puts them behind your head, and pounds your until he's done. Is that rape or no?
Absolutely.
There were 99 comments on this thread.
She said she asked him to stop, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. She
didn't even really ask him to stop. She just asked him. Well, she did say stop.
Pull out a little bit.
To pull out a little bit.
Right.
But she said she go back. I'm sorry, Tara. Go back.
She said pull out a little
I believe
bit.
she said stop.
She said stop.
But he did the opposite.
Right.
He did the opposite. He got aggressive. I didn't even realize. Like he grabbed her hands.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was rape. Absolutely rape.
Yeah. It's totally rape.
He said, if you have to ask, then yes. So
the conversation got real heated, and I know, like I said, it was 99 comments. Like there, the thing about the 10-7 group is like we always said, we consider it a safe space, and people in our group have, made not confessions, but have let us know that they're victims of sexual assault. Right. They're survivors and things of that nature. Right. So one gentleman in particular, we did have to remove him from the group because not only did he voice his opinion that he did not think it was rape, when several women came forward and said that they felt like it was rape and they were uncomfortable with the way he was talking, he doubled down on his foolishness.
Yeah.
Several women and men. Do you have his comments?
Several women and men. There are plenty of comments.
What was his comment? Like, what was his initial comment? Like,
so initially he said, no rape in my opinion.
Right.
And then one of the young ladies, and it was so disturbing to the point that like people were inboxing me that I didn't even know were in the group. Like, yo, who is this cat?
Who is this?
Right. So one young lady said, how do you figure that? And he says, in my opinion, once she committed to the sexual act, how can that be considered rape? A lot of women that I have dealt with say no, but mean yes. And sometimes it's difficult to determine what y'all women really mean when y'all are having sex. If you're not comfortable with that person, then don't commit to the sexual act, period.
Yo.
Dude, there's a difference between an enjoyable no and a no, you hurting me. Stop grabbing my wrist.
No. Now you're blurring the line. No, now you're blurring the line by saying that.
Yeah, no mean no.
You're blurring the line by saying if you say
true.
no or stop in that situation, that's got to be it.
I don't care if it take on 500 strokes to get there and he on 499 and she say stop.
Yeah,
that's right.
Bro.
And
right.
You got to stop.
One of our really active members, who's a man, said stop means stop. If she's not comfortable, there's no way as a man that I will feel comfortable. Right. This is what he said.
Right, exactly. So like you exactly. I put on there, I said, I don't think the police department would agree with you, sir.
Right.
That is, I don't care if it's your wife. I don't care if y'all both inebriated. Once she says no, that's it. I don't care where you are in the act.
Right. And I think a lot of people didn't comment because they think the way that he does, but just because it's such a touchy subject. Yeah. Like you don't want to set people off. And I know some people were triggered. Like I got a lot of inbox messages as an admin for this group. I got a lot of inboxes and text messages and phone calls. So collectively we decided that he needed to be removed from the group.
So he was partially removed for what he said, but not because he said it, but because now we know how he thinks.
Exactly.
And to me, that he's got like the potential to be like a predator. You dig what I'm saying? So I didn't want him to come across a young lady in the group now or even in the future who was oblivious to how he thinks. And they link up and things go left. So I was like, this is not going to be on my watch. So he got to go.
I agree. And the one thing I thought I said, even though he spoke up about how he feels, I'm sure he's not the only man in the world who feels that way. He's probably just one. And maybe he may not even be the only guy in the group who feels that way, but he just was bold enough to speak up about it.
Right.
So I kind of think in a good way, it was good that it came out so that everybody else in this group and other men who think like him can see that that's wrong.
But I know it's reality that there are men that think like that, but it's sad because I've been learning the opposite since I've been able to learn.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? Like I strictly remember lessons. You know, people. You been in the auditorium. You got them classes. You know what I mean? And they're saying, "Yo, I don't care if you mid-stroke." She say, "Stop." You stop.
And it doesn't matter how many times you've had sex previously.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter.
I don't even know why that even.
It doesn't matter if it's your wife.
It don't matter if you paid her.
Right. If
Yep.
you stop. It's that simple. It's just that simple.
Yep.
It was 2 weeks in a row with a hooker mentioned on the show. Second week in a row.
Not hookers.
But no, it's absolutely right.
Hooker.
It's y'all. Everybody is absolutely right in what they're saying because I mean, I know that you can be in a situation where she says stop, and as a dude you don't want to, right? Like you don't want to. As a dude you don't, but you got to, like, because let's put it this way: 9 times out of 10, even if you didn't, she can say you did, and it's going to look bad on you. Like now you've got to defend yourself. Don't put yourself in a situation where you've got to defend yourself.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
And if you think she's gonna let you come back.
Right. So not only can you not come back, you might go to jail.
Right.
Yeah, that was so horrible. It was horrible.
It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad.
Definitely.
And from things that I've been told, they don't care about you saying no when you're in jail.
Exactly. I wonder if the situation was reversed and it was him, how would he feel about that? But I definitely want to give a shout out to the men of 10-7 for standing up in the comments. Justin and Goose for putting this guy out. Like ladies, single ladies in this group.
Hey, get at the Goose because he was out by the time I even heard about this.
But once I told you and Goose was right on the same page. The first thing you said was like, "No, I don't want none of the ladies in the group to meet this man." Right. And so I just want to give a shout out, like, ladies, these are the type of men that you need to bond and be married to. Right. Men like these men, okay? Manly men, real men who are respectful. Okay, and yeah, shout out to all the men who stood up in them comments and let that dude know, like, nah, bruh.
Yeah, because I mean, the comments were really, I mean, I never seen nothing like that in my life, and I had been running errands, so I was kind of like in and out, and it was like growing. I was like, I could not, and then he kept tagging me, like trying to bring me into it. I was like, homie, you heard what several women have said. Read the room, sir. Yeah. Read the room.
And peep the comment, men in tights kind of men.
Yeah.
That's right.
But I mean, it wasn't just women. That's what I'm saying. It was men.
It wasn't.
So I mean, he just really don't care, and he really didn't care. He doubled down, and I mean, I feel I was ready to tag the police department on that post so that they can be, as I could let them know, potential rape suspect here.
Yeah. The sad thing about it is, and then we should probably move on, is after reading his thoughts and his opinions, I was like, I wonder how many women have been his victim.
Yes.
And they might not even realize that they were victimized.
Right. Absolutely.
But look, I want to highlight this comment here. Say it got deep when it got to his mama. Right. So as soon as somebody flipped it back and said, what if that was your mom?
Your mother, sister.
He turned the table.
He did
talk about my mom. Blah, blah, blah.
The thing about it was the way she worded it. She wasn't saying anything negative about his mother or his sister. She was saying, imagine your mother coming to you and saying, this happened to me. Right. Or your sister coming to you and saying, this happened to me. Would you still think the same way that you think now? So
and it was obvious from his responses that he would not. Exactly. So if that's the case, then you shouldn't do that to any other woman, bro. If you watching this, get yourself some help. You need to go to therapy to figure out why you think the way you think and get yourself together.
That's right.
You need help.
Big dummy ass dudes walking around here.
Excuse me. He's not the only one. There are a lot of men out here who think that way.
Yeah. It's not okay.
They need to know that that's not okay. So on to the
The
topic for the night. Oh my gosh, we have 40 minutes. So
yes,
we're gonna have to cut this short.
So yeah,
go ahead, Tara.
Tonight's topic is romance con artists. And this can be a man or a woman, but it's usually men that are romance con artists. Do you guys know what the con and con artist stands for?
No, Tara, what does it? What does the con and con artist stand for?
We learned so much.
Swear to God.
Producer extraordinary, y'all.
I was trying to give the aspect of live TV here.
It stands for confidence artists. Like you are confident enough in your bullshit that you are going to get away with it, and they usually do.
But not even that. It stands for that you are good at gaining other people's confidence. You're good at gaining others' confidence in order to manipulate them.
And that's how it all starts.
So, has anybody y'all ever been considered a con artist?
I've never been considered a con artist.
I don't.
If they did, they didn't say it to my face.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't have my stuff together enough to try to con anybody.
But it's not even in my character. Like I'm not gonna sit here like, how can I manipulate him to death?
I can't keep the story straight.
Yeah, I don't remember. So this started because there's a show that was on Netflix and it's called Dirty John. Have you heard of it, Justin? Dirty John?
Yeah.
Yeah, we heard of it.
So in the show, this one, and it's based on a true story because anybody that knows me and has listened to Murder and Mayhem in Minutes knows that I am obsessed with all things true crime. So this guy starts off pretending to be a doctor. He meets this woman online who is like successful and wealthy, 4 times divorced. He basically cons her. He gets her to fall in love with him. He's driving around in her Maserati, getting her to give him all this money that he's supposed to be investing for their future. Marries her. But right from the very, very beginning, her kids and her nephew, who's like her son, were suspicious. So they start, like, they hire a private eye. They put a tracking device on the car. Long story half long, he's so pissed to the highest level of pistivity that these 3 are going to ruin the good thing that he has with her.
This con
with the mom. I don't want to end it for I don't want to ruin it for Justin.
Yeah, don't ruin it for me. Because I won't watch it if you do. I definitely.
Okay, so at any rate, I
suggest you can ruin it for me. You save me some time.
Well,
no, let them watch it.
Yeah, I want you to watch it.
It might be some people watching that want to watch it.
He gets to a point where he takes it to a level where you just did not see it coming. You didn't see it coming. And I saw this story originally, like I missed like the first 45 minutes of a Dateline special. And in the Dateline special, they talked about how it was a podcast, and then they turned it into a mini series. It was really good.
Wow.
So yes,
this Dirty John was a podcast first, and
podcast.
Oh wow, okay.
Wow.
Yep, it's really good. Like I highly recommend it. But he was a con artist, and so I know Tyra had a lady.
So it doesn't necessarily have to be, and this is I'm gonna make a real long story short because we have 44 minutes in, but it doesn't necessarily have to be someone that you're in a relationship with. There are, over the years, there have been a lot of female con artists. And so in this particular story, I'm not sure if it was either on Dateline or 60 Minutes, but it was a female con artist who conned her gay best friend. It was a male, it was a best friend that was a woman. She had a male best friend. He was gay. He was married. She conned him out of almost $100,000. They have been friends for a long time. I mean, she lied and said that she was from Ireland.
That she had inheritance coming.
She was getting all this inheritance coming. She wasn't even from Ireland. She went so far as to even, because she had been conning people in different states over the years, she went so far as to get plastic surgery to change her appearance. She just basically ruined this man financially. So it's not always somebody that you're in a relationship with. It could definitely be a friend. So and if you I may post this article. in our 10-7 group, so you can go back and look at it. I'm sure I don't know if it was Dateline or 60 Minutes, but it was on there. I mean, and this woman went out of her way.
It was a good story. I read the article and they did it to me. It was
she went out of her way to con this man, and she definitely fit the definition of a con artist because she gained his confidence first.
Mm-hmm. That's what you got to do.
She's very skilled. These people are very skilled at gaining your confidence.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So, in case y'all want to know, I had single folks. Common signs of a romance scammer. I can go through them real quick because I know we're 45 in. Right. So 46 in. Okay, you ready?
Ready.
Okay. So it says romance scammers are experts in social manipulation and can sound very convincing. Many signs of a romance scammer are subtle and insidious because the scammer is trying to build trust before they exploit you. Mm-hmm. So one of the first signs is they express strong emotions in a relatively short period of time. And I'm wondering if they go after people that kind of have like a low self-esteem or maybe they're fresh out of a relationship.
They would be easier targets.
Right. So they have to have some point of vulnerability.
Yeah. Yeah. So it says they may even say that they're in love with you, but it's a tactic they're using to get you to give up personal details and answers to the security questions that you use to lock down your accounts across the internet. So basically, ladies and gentlemen, guard your personal information carefully. Why would you give that up to somebody you don't even know?
Can I just give out a piece of advice?
Yes, you can.
When you answer those questions, because anybody can ask you, what's your mom's maiden name? Anybody can ask you that, right?
Right.
Yeah.
When you answer those questions, put something that's like that don't even answer the question and just remember it.
Right.
Like, what's your mom's maiden name? My dog Scruffy. Like something stupid like that.
You know what I mean?
Like just because like people will ask you those questions and you won't even be thinking.
Yeah.
You know what?
That's
I didn't
my security
think about
question.
that. I never even thought about. See.
Right. It's a good thing.
I never even thought about that.
Educate the people.
Mm-hmm.
See, like with Tyra and I, there's a question like, where did you meet your spouse? And we met. A lot of people know where we met, and we also met somewhere in that place, very specific.
Very specific, yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? So there's different ways I can answer that question. Now, if I forget, I gotta figure that whole thing out. But
he'll never forget.
What does that Facebook user say? Who's that Facebook user?
It says, I'm not sure it's always meant. Women just run shorter cons, dates, dinners, vacations, gifts, with that being the sole goal. Just saying it goes both ways. Men are typically quieter about being victimized to save face. In some cases, just saying. I agree and disagree with that, right? Because I disagree with this part of it. The dates, dinners, and vacations and gifts, I don't consider that a con. I consider that the game. That's the game. Right? That's the game.
That is the game.
Can't a con be like a level of the game though? You dig what I'm saying? It's all that's boss level.
Right.
That's boss level.
But no, like just in this example that I was talking about with this lady, she conned this man for years. Yeah. She pretended to be his friend for a long time before she set her storyline up before she started asking for money. You know, she was very, very slick. She was very, very manipulative in the way she set this person up. So I don't think like a woman cons shorter or any better. Like a con artist is just a con artist, no matter what the gender is. Right. These people are skilled at getting you to trust them.
Right.
Let's put it this way: you mess with me, try to con me, unless we married. Like if we married, like she could probably con me, right?
Oh yeah.
But if we was just in a relationship and then you start asking me for money, you must not know who I am.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you
and that's what it says. It's like if you have a new love interest that asks you for your personal details, like soon after you meet them, like
get out of my face.
A lot of women fall for that because it's like, you know, like, oh, we only been dating for 6 months.
And everything.
And they think that's a long time.
That's what happened in Dirty Blonde. Listen, he met this dude. He was pretending to be a doctor. Everywhere he went, he was in scrubs. He wasn't even a doctor.
Exactly.
Like, the dude,
he goes to the club in scrubs.
No, he married her. Listen, first of all, she had 4 ex-husbands. So I'm just saying something wasn't right.
Yeah. Her elevator didn't go all the way to the top.
A month of knowing her, He had got $90,000 from her, got her to buy them a condo, married her, and was all up in her business.
So let me interject real quick because the reaction you guys are having to this is like, how could you not know, right?
Right.
But we're not talking about somebody running game. We're talking about a con artist that is probably very experienced in these things.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So for instance, when you were talking about the doctor, I thought about a few years back when there was a kid, he was like 19, who was posing as a doctor and was actually treating people.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Now, if that guy comes up to you, if you're a single woman and that guy comes up to you and you're attracted to him and he says he's a doctor, you have no reason to not believe him.
Right.
Right. And he's conning on a whole different. He's not even a romantic con. He's just a regular con.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But see, there was a telltale sign in this movie for me in the beginning, and maybe it's just because of the way I think. But when they went on their first date, remember he came to her apartment and was laying in the bed.
They explained that part.
He got mad because she wouldn't sleep with him, and he got up and left.
Without
didn't say a word, didn't even talk to her for a few days.
But
so after that one incident, and maybe it's me, like I'm a one and done kind of chick.
We know.
I would have never like, oh, you just gone.
No, but honey, he called her back and sweet talk the hell out of her.
No, you're not going to get mad. Mm-mm. No, see,
but they explain it. That's why I said you have to finish it because I don't want to tell you what happened. But
that show had me triggered. I'm gonna
have to watch it from the beginning because I don't even know what you're talking about.
Please do. But it explains when he showed up that first night why he looked like a bum. They explained that part.
Yeah.
And they explained why he tried to work his way in so he could spend the night. They explained all that.
Oh, I know. I heard about that part.
Okay, well, just gotta go back and watch it.
Because he was homeless and
Well,
y'all talking about this movie too much.
Oh, sorry.
I want to hear more about
so romance scammers claim they need money for emergencies, hospital bills, or travel.
That's what that lady did, not just romance.
Yeah. So listen,
be
suspicious of anyone who asks you for financial assistance, no matter how dire their circumstances seem to be.
Can I stop you real quick, Tara? I'm sorry, because if I don't stop you, you know me, I'll forget all about it, and I'll have nothing to say.
Go ahead.
Last week or 2 weeks ago, we had a Dear 10-7 letter where there was supposed to be a loan taken out. They said the loan got denied, and now she's up the creek owing a whole lot of money because because of the scam.
That was his wife.
Yeah, he conned his wife. It's like, can you really avoid it? Like, is there I just want to see.
Like, do you ever really know somebody, even somebody next to every night?
Yeah, think about that.
But I would like to know people who have been conned. Like, what do they have in common? Men and women. Like, what is it about you that, you know what I mean, that this con artist was successful?
They going after the bag by any means necessary.
You know what I mean?
They don't care.
What is it about the way you think?
They all have a weak point. They all have a need that they need to be fulfilled. So that's what, you know what I mean, they target.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, like, even in this friendship, that con artist that happened, like, you know, he was married, him and his husband, he had other friends. Like, I don't understand. Like, she called him from jail. He bailed her out of jail.
Kind of like I put him on the same level as like a cult leader, a Jim Jones or a David Koresh. You know what I mean? A Kanye West, same level.
They're stupid. Now, Ryan, that's not nice.
What did Ryan say?
No, but they're not stupid, but they are naive.
They're gullible.
But that goes back to what I was saying earlier. Like, but these are professionals,
right?
Like these are like they can spin it to get their way out of it.
Yeah.
Like I remember, excuse me. I remember in the show that you guys were talking about, she came to him and was like, "I met such and such a person." He was like, "She makes $500K." Like he didn't even like it is what it is. Like, he knew he couldn't get out. He was just like,
he said to her, he was like, "Well, you only making like 60. She make 500,000. Why you confused?
Who would you pick?
Why you confused?"
Right.
Exactly.
Wow.
Like a con artist, I'm assuming. Maybe not say that. They have the con artist possesses the gift of gab. Right.
Yeah.
They have the gift of gab. They have the power of influence, and they possess the gift of gab. And whether you're stupid or naive or what, I really feel like, like Tara said, you really never know a person kind of, and you can easily be manipulated. Like let's say I'm a con artist. We've been friends for over 20 years. And then all of a sudden I'm a con artist. Like I've been planting my seeds for the last 20 years. She wouldn't see that coming.
That's the long game.
That's the
long game. Tell you something when I
don't even
long game.
Let me tell you. Woo! I ain't trying to incriminate myself, but
she just incriminated herself. Don't worry. All my friends are on notice that if I come up dead, they already know.
another like sign that you can look for is you lack control over your own life. If the con artist has done a good job, they will take power away from you. You do not have control of the money, the vehicles, or power in the relationship. If you have to ask permission to go anywhere or buy anything, it's a warning sign that you're in a relationship with a con artist. And that happened. He was checking her bank accounts. She took $30,000 of her own money that she earned before she even met this dude out of the bank, came home, and he was like, why you take $30,000 out of the account today? I'm sorry.
What?
I saw that.
And you know what else he did?
I said ashtray.
He put cameras all around the house.
He put cameras around the house
and her business.
And around her business. But she allowed it to happen.
So this is another red flag that they separate you from your family.
Right.
Yes.
She's like an abuser. They
and they tell you
they isolate
your family don't want you to be happy.
Dependent on them.
Yep. Your family is jealous of let me be quiet.
Yep. She's triggered. She's getting triggered. Okay.
I'm all the way triggered. All the way. My blood is boiling.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right.
Was that the end of the list?
No, it's two more.
No, okay.
All right. Conflicting stories don't add up. Catching a con artist in a lie means that they have to create another lie to cover their tracks. A con artist is basically a narcissist and a sociopath. They only care about themselves, and they do not feel sorry for their actions that hurt someone else.
I believe that completely.
Yep, the 3-card Monties that used to be on the sub. Are they still?
They do not care who they hurt.
I've seen that up close and personal, and it's not good.
So, okay, lastly, you have trouble remembering the last time you felt at peace. All of the drama created by living with a con artist can wreak havoc on your emotional state. You likely have been feeling fear, anger, and sadness more often than you feel moments of joy. Your con artist likes keeping you in an unhappy emotional state because you can be more easily manipulated that way.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I agree.
That is so deep. That is so deep. I mean, I know people who have been conned. And it's no joke. I mean, I would just say, and I think maybe that's why I'm from the show me state. Like whatever you say, you got to prove it.
Yeah.
Especially if I've just meeting you.
Right.
Nah.
Yeah.
I need receipts, bruh.
Yeah.
Real receipts.
Absolutely. I could not agree more.
You became a doctor, all these boys with scrubs.
Yeah.
How you come? We supposed to be on a date and you show up in scrubs. Come on now.
Came straight from work.
I just left the OR.
Hey, I came straight from work.
Nah.
And that was
not every time. Not every time. You just don't have no clothes.
Right.
All right.
But hold up. But wait a minute.
See?
But wait a minute. Hold on. But is that a problem for you?
I'm about to start snooping through your stuff.
Go ahead. You ain't gonna find nothing. Is that a problem for you that he doesn't have any clothes?
Yeah, it's a problem. If we gonna go out on a date and you showing up every date in scrubs.
What's the problem with that?
Yeah, like if you have a gala or something to go to and I'm in a gown and you're late
and you in scrubs,
you show up in scrubs.
So as the con artist, if you're not comfortable,
plane crash or something, he needs to be prepared.
As a con artist, if you're not comfortable with how we can, let's roll and let's do our own thing.
See, but that's where the gift of gab comes in. You know
exactly,
because he'll come in the scrubs and explain to her why he's in scrubs, and if anybody else asks, he spends it so that he's the hero, and he has people thanking him for the work that he does.
Absolutely.
But see, you can't just keep getting. I mean, maybe it's the type of person that these people, because you're not just gonna keep doing that. Because after a while, you'll be over it.
Yeah, like
why?
Dude, this doesn't make any sense. Like, I know you work at the hospital, but come on, I know other doctors.
Come on,
it don't seem right.
And most of them show up, even the surgeons. They come to work with a suit on.
Yep, that's exactly right, Marco.
But if you do not work in the hospital or in the medical field, you don't know how doctors come to work.
You go to your doctor's office.
Well, wait a minute. We got everybody talking at once. I can't tell what's going on. Hold on. What? Go ahead, Tara.
I was gonna say I don't know how they come to work, but I've been to the hospital. So I've seen her outside of scrubs, and I would think if you have something planned with your lady, unless it's I'm a surgeon on call.
But see,
exactly. Keep the tux in the car.
But also, you have to think that you're thinking rational thinking women. These women are susceptible to this dude, so they believe anything that he says.
Right.
So that's why
everything else so right.
To get away with.
And then even with the proof, like at one point the proof came, and she just was still not trying to believe it. Like
because after a while,
But no,
I've seen. You believe them is that you can't believe you allowed yourself to be susceptible,
manipulated. Yeah.
Like like for real.
Yeah.
And then there's also the belief that no, this person couldn't be doing this to me.
Right.
Yeah.
This person cannot be doing
and it could be so crazy. You'd be like, nah.
Right.
I gave him $90,000. Like.
So
who's this? Somebody on Twitch.
Somebody said, "Hi, you are describing a preacher."
Oh,
that's a whole nother conversation.
That's another topic, bro.
Yeah, that's a topic for a different day. We'll get to that. Maybe different.
You could also say we're describing a pimp.
Pimps in the pulpit. Yeah. Oh no,
I didn't mean for it to go there, but
never mind. Sorry. Who's that? LaShawn. Some people continue in these situations because they are embarrassed. Yeah, you're right.
That's true. They don't want people to know that they've been kind.
Yeah.
So this was a question, not actually a comment. We were not describing a preacher. We're describing a con artist.
Yeah, in relationship.
A confidence artist. People
now
you
can
your confidence.
You can do with that as you please.
Right.
But we're talking about a con artist.
Right. Yeah. But maybe next week we'll be talking about preachers.
Thanks for that caveat, babe. All right, y'all. So we actually, this is our show. We can go over time if we want to. So, yeah. So we got our final twist. And you know what?
Nobody take mine. And
I'm gonna put a twist to the final twist today.
Oh wait.
If anyone in our audience, if you guys have a final twist, a final thought that you want to put out there, start putting your final twist in the comment, and we're gonna go ahead with our final twist.
Okay. Who wants to go first?
I guess I'll go first. Everybody's quiet.
Okay, go ahead, Justin.
Okay, so my final twist is, being that it's Memorial Day weekend, I want to say Happy Memorial Day to everybody, and just a reminder that Memorial Day is about those that have served and those that have fallen. And I just want to say thank you to everybody who has served, and those who continue to serve, and those who will serve. I want to thank you for your service, thank you for your time, thank you for your sacrifice. And that cannot be overstated. So thank you very much.
That was nice.
Yeah, that was nice.
You want to go?
Yeah, I'll go. So my final twist this week is never say you can't do anything until you've tried. So like nothing beats a failure but a try.
Yep.
Like that's one of my favorite sayings. You know what I'm saying? So
I dig what you're saying.
So yeah. I mean, don't use that word can't until you try. When I say try, I mean try. Give your all.
That's what, Goose. I'm funny you say, because when I'm coaching these kids, and they tell me they can't do something, I tell them right from the rip, yo, you take that word out your vocabulary when you're dealing with me.
Can't means won't.
Exactly.
So when you say you can't do something, it's just something you haven't done yet. You haven't completed it yet, but you can do it. So that's my final twist.
Yep. Okay.
R. Dot got his final twist. It says his final thought is Happy Memorial Day.
Thank you, R. Dot.
Thank you, R. Dot. Thank you for your service.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for your service.
So Deuces is like mine. I think he read my Notes. All right, so mine is it's not a smart comment this week, guys. I promise. For the most part, we create our destiny, and it is not determined by fate. The decisions we make and the opportunities we take are what create our lives.
I like it.
That's nice. I don't trust Tara's final thoughts until she's completely done.
Yes, because I don't know what she's going to say.
And it's looking up at the camera.
That was it. I'm done.
All right.
All right, so I'm going last today. Mm-hmm. All right, so my final thought is we had a pretty good amount of viewers tonight. I want to thank you all for watching us, and just tell somebody else. Keep it going. Join the 10-7 group on Facebook. Like our YouTube channel so you can know when we go live. Download the new Twist Radio app. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you all for supporting us. We appreciate everything you do.
Mm-hmm. Thanks, guys.
Absolutely. And here's another final twist from oh wait, that's a different one. My bad.
Oh,
that was a different one. Hold on. That's from one of my old teammates. He said to practice at 6 a.m. tomorrow. Be ready. That's funny.
Oh.
That's like an inside joke. We used to have 6 o'clock.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
I didn't play sports in college. Because I ain't getting up to practice at those.
His comment came in just as I was about to click one, and the drone jumped on me. So, but anyway, somebody said their final twist. I was going to try to refresh and see if I can see who this is, but they said their final twist is it was Marco.
Yeah.
Marco. He said this is a great show, guys. Thanks for putting it together. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Marco. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Marco.
We're here every Sunday at 7 p.m. So make sure you check us out. Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And join the 10-7 group on Facebook. Please answer the questions.
Mm-hmm.
Please, if you're going to tell somebody to join, tell them to answer the questions.
Yep.
So that way, if we got to put you out, you know why you're getting put out.
No rapey rapersons.
Yes, we don't need no more Mr. Rapey Pants.
Yeah.
No, we don't need that.
All right.
Y'all have a good night.
Have a good week, everybody. Have a nice
safe holiday.
Take care. Be safe. Stay warm in June and July or whatever this is. And we'll talk to y'all next time.
All right.
All right.
All right, we out of here.
Yeah.